Hello again! I don't think I've shown you this yet. Well, I've shown you the kitchen cabinet, well, the sink area, the sink cabinets and the marbled top. I don't think I've shown you the rest. It's not finished yet, not at all. I still have a lot of work to do. I've been working on the floors and on the doors. There's 2 doors. There's one in the back. There's one here, which goes into the next room. But you'll have to wait for that. Because I'm still working on this area and it needs a cabinet here. Now, I haven't had a lot of time, but I'll work on it over the coming weeks. I made a mock-up, a cardboard mock-up. I mean, it's a terrible one, but it's a mock-up. Just to see, because I needed a large cabinet on this side, and I just wanted to see how big it should be. And it's a little bit too wide, so I'm making it slightly narrower. And it will be a bit more elegant as well. So that's what I'll be working on. So here's the design I made, and it's a bit smaller than the cardboard mock-up I made. And the design is also based on these glass slides, and they're real glass, and they're very thin. I know in the United States it's quite easy to get a hold of this very thin glass. I have been trying for years. I can't find it anywhere here in Europe. So, and by the way, I've tried in the US as well. They won't ship, which is understandable. So I've got these, and I used them for size, which, yeah. So I got 4, and then I based the rest of the design on there. So the everything is in proportion, and yeah. So now I have to cut the doors, all the bits of wood for the doors, and I'm using pear wood for that. So I've got all the wood and made all the windows and the doors and made the little insert areas for the glass and made a little overlap so they fit together. And those are the doors for the bottom, which they'll be a different color. Yeah, so now it's time to start painting them. And I made them a little bit thinner to hold the glass, as thin as I dared make them, because the wood, of course, has to have some strength. Now, glass is pretty strong, surprisingly strong, but I made it as thin as I could, so it fits right in there. All of them do, and which will give the whole door a little bit more strength than just the little bits of wood in there. But it needed a certain thickness to be able to keep that wood in there. So now it's time to paint, and it's going to be yellow again. It's antique gold, and I've used that a lot. So yeah. Not too much paint, and then it's just a matter of painting. It's the first coat. There will be more coats. So this is only the first layer, and I did notice there was a little bit missing there. Maybe I should just put that in there. I do like to apply paint with a fairly dry brush, and I've just put my other brush in the water, so I'll just use a little small old brush to do that little touch. Now, to be honest, this is going to be sanded again, and the middle part is going to be painted darker color. So it probably wouldn't have mattered, but here again, some little bits missing. And I really like this kind of paint because it's very forgiving, especially in the first layer. You can just add a little bit and you really cannot tell that you've added it. So I just kind of blend it in. And then of course this will have to be sanded and painted again. I always paint at least 2 layers, if not more, depending on whether I'm happy with the color or not. The inside is going to be painted red, so that's always a bit of a little bit difficult. Then I have to do a lot of touch-ups on the edges. Same with the window with the glass in it. The insides are going to be red, and it's always a bit tricky, especially when there's lots of edges on there. So let that dry for a while. It dries fairly quickly, but I like it to be really dry, so I let it dry a long time. And I just wanted to show you that this is actually the same color as the cabinet. This is the sink unit that's going in the same room. That's the same color. It's just that this has got several layers and sanding in between, and I aged it a little bit. And I just realized that I did not paint the inside of the doors red, just the inside of the cabinet. So that's what I'll be doing for these doors as well, because it will be so much easier. So yeah, I'll do that. So then I can just start on the insides of the doors as well. And the hinges haven't arrived yet. I tried to find the exact same hinges I used on the other cabinet, and I don't know if I succeeded. I ordered several from several sources. One actually came from China. I didn't know when I ordered it. I only noticed that later. And those are not gonna arrive. I think it is end of July, something like that. So I won't be able to put the cabinet together unless the other hinges I ordered from, actually they coming from the Netherlands, but I don't think they're the right ones. But it's so hard. It's getting really hard to find the correct hinges. So, and I have to start making my own, but it's just so much work, and you know, I have enough to do already. The mail came today. I received a parcel all the way from Singapore. Look at that. I always loved Singapore. I've been there quite a number of times because I used to be a flight attendant. And so I've been there a lot. And I always enjoyed it very much. But I ordered something online, and I don't. Actually, I think this is the first time I ever did that from Asia. Usually, if I order anything online, it's either from the Netherlands or Europe. Because of the shipping and the import costs, usually it's so expensive. But and I can't remember where I saw this, whether it was on Etsy or one of the other selling sites. I can't remember. eBay, probably. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, and it is for the doll's house, but it's not for my canal houses. It's for my 60s doll's house. But it's funny. I'll cut this open without revealing the address. Gotta be careful. I'll do it upside down. Yeah, you have to be a little bit careful nowadays. Revealing too much. I'll open it up first. And it's very well wrapped. And wait a second. I'll open it up off camera. That will be easier. There. It's bigger than I thought. But it's so funny. And it's funny because I just bought the other sewing machine at the fair in Germany. But I had already ordered this one. Of course, like I said, this is for my 60s doll's house. I just thought it looked so... Look at it. It's actually a lot nicer. Oh, sorry. It's actually a lot nicer than I thought. And it even has a foot pedal, which the other one didn't have. Yeah, I could use that for the other one. Ooh. There's a sticker. What does that say? That's the... it should be on the bottom probably somewhere. That's cute. But I like that they actually they put that in there. You can even put it in here. Yeah. See, that goes like that, I think. Yeah. Some of these things, look at the detail on there. Now it is plastic, so I did not expect that at all. To be that detailed. Well, that's fun. I like it. Like I said, this is for my 60s 60s doll's house, which I will one day set up. And I just really like the colors, and it looked a bit 60s to me. Now, oh, that moves as well. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look. What? I had no idea it could do all that. This is too funny. I'm just a little bit shocked, to be honest. Now, like I said, it's all plastic, so you have to be a little bit careful. But goodness me, look at that. And that opens. Well, another successful find. Yeah, I really like that. Well, actually, maybe I should have. Maybe I'll put this in the other collection. It's so nice. Uh, I think it's probably nice enough to put it in my. Oh, I keep moving out of the shot. I'm so sorry. But this might even be nice enough to put in my canal house with the other sewing machines. Have a little collection. I didn't intend to have a collection, but yeah, love it. I'll try to find the link of where I bought it, which I cannot remember, to be honest. And you may want to order one. I don't know. Just have a look at it. Who knows? But if you want to see it, where I got it. Okay, I found it. It's called a Miniature Station, and it is on Etsy. And I did buy it a month ago, so 21st of May, so it took a month. But Etsy, Miniature Station. And they have a lot. Let's see. Hey, is that the same one I have? No. It's similar. Oh, that's nice too. And that one actually has a moving, whatever that's called. Whatever that's called. You know, you get the thread going in there. It's not Bodo Hennig. It looks very similar though. See, missing belt. Yeah. What else is new? I think it is the same one. It's just maybe, I don't know. It looks very, very similar. But they've got, I also really like these items. Like that TV. I thought it was very, very fun. But a lot of these things actually are very Asian. You wouldn't see here. Like this is, I don't know, we don't have that. This kind of washing machine. I don't think we ever had. Well, maybe in the 30s we may have had something similar. But I just thought it was very fun. But you have to be aware that the scale is not the same. So here it says 12th scale. That could be the right scale. That looks fun too. But again, it's. I mean, they're not cheap. I mean, 41 euros and 40 cents, but they look really good. Yeah, I like this. But I already have a fridge in my 60s doll's house, so don't need it. But anyway, have a look. Don't spend too much money. Don't forget that you also have to pay shipping and all that. But they've got so much. I think that, what is that called? Oh, I like these as well. I looked at these chairs. I almost bought that one. The red one. Where was it? They had it separate. But still, oh, here it is. That one. I really like that one. But again, it's 41 euros. And then you have to pay shipping. But I really like that one. So much fun. Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe one day. Or that one's fun too. But I really like that. I love the shape and the color. Anyway, have a look. They've got loads of things. And here, oh, Rement, that's what I meant. Rement, that's one of those brands. And they've also always got so many fun miniatures, but I'm not sure if they are really 12 scale. But look at this, the rice cooker. Look at that. And a warm, and a whatever it's called, a hot water cooker. Or yeah, really fun. I'm sure some of you will know whether Rement is 12 scale. Well, here it says it's 12 scale. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting lost in all these, and it's all plastic. But sometimes even plastic is a lot of fun. And these, I'm sorry, I keep doing this, but look, this is wonderful. One of those, whatever it is, PlayStation, Nintendo. I never played with those, but I do like them. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a good miniature station. I think they're, if you look for certain things, you might. Oh, look at that one! I keep going. Videos, Nintendo, computer game. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to quit now. Miniature station. Well, if I put it here, you can see it's quite big. It could be an industrial sewing machine. Even the color reminds me of that. But I think it will look good in my 60s doll's house. I'll have to put it together and look at it. But yeah, still, I'm really happy with it. So it's slightly bigger than 12 scale, I would say, as that is 12 scale. Now, I must say those modern machines are much smaller than the older ones. But this is, size-wise, it's a bit big still. It is a lot of fun. I really like it. Well, I didn't film the making of the cabinet. I've just been so busy these past few weeks or months, really. You may have noticed there were a couple of vlogs missing. I'm all right, but there are just some things that need my attention and that are more important than making a vlog. So I'm sorry about that. And again, I didn't film making the cabinet. And this time I did it a little bit differently than I normally do, because I made the doors first and put the hinges on, and then I put the side pieces, the two pieces on the side of each door, and I put the hinges on there before I put the cabinet together. And that worked really well. It was a little bit tricky trying to get them exactly the correct width when putting the cabinet together, because of course you want the doors to be able to close and not open when they're closed. But I managed, and I think that worked really well, and I'll probably be doing that again, because it was much easier to get to the side to put the hinge in, because normally there's a cabinet attached to it, so it's a bit tricky, but now I could just lay it flat. So that worked really well. So yeah, now it's a matter of finishing the painting and putting the glass in. So I've given the doors their first coat, and like I said, the inside of the doors are darker, and I noticed I missed a few spots on there as well. That's always a tricky thing with two-toned, two colors. This can take sometimes days, because then I'll see another spot and that I've missed, and I have to do it again. That's okay. See, now I've missed. Have I? No, I haven't. It just looks like that. I thought I went over the edge, but I didn't. That edge looks pretty good. And there's a color difference between this part and that part, because that, first of all, this has had 2 coats of paint already, maybe even 3, I'm not sure. This one only has had 1 coat, and these 2 are different types of wood, which in case, you know, when you're painting it, it's not such a problem. But if it were a wooden, if the wood would stay unpainted, you'd have to use the same wood. In this case, the rest of the cabinet is all pear wood, and this is, I think it's pine. So I still have to sand that and give it a few more coats. And even though I'm going to age it, in real life, even a cabinet that's old was once new. So the paint would have been really nice in the beginning. So we want to start with a good paint cover, and not blotchy or anything like that. So I'll sand that again a little bit and paint, put another coat on there, and eventually it will be finished. Well, there we are. It's not quite finished yet, but I thought I'd just show you a little bit. There's the cabinet. I have to move so far back to show you the room. So the glass isn't in there yet, because I still have to do a little bit more painting. And the knobs have to be put on. But it's finished. Well, not entirely finished, almost finished. And yeah, it's hard to film this. I should have my camera at the portrait mode. Then you'll be able to see it. But as YouTube has it in landscape mode, I'm filming it like this. It's very different when you look at the video and when you look at it in real life. But let me see if I can see anything through the window. Nah, that's difficult. It's too hard. Or maybe I should open the door. There. Lovely. Anyway. Still a lot to do. that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time.